Welcome to the machine. Grab a seat, put on a seatbelt and a helmet and stuffs. Yeah, we're gonna be checking out the lyrics for Welcome to the Machine. Pink Floyd. Even got the shirt on today. Mom bought me a beautiful shirt. Pink Floyd shirt. Isn't that fun? Stick around. You might find this interesting. I'm gonna look at what the lyrics are saying. I'm gonna look into the context of why they wrote it, what was the driven context and force behind their penmanship, but also the principle therein that applies everywhere, and through a secular perspective and the branch department of their conversations and how they see things, and of course, on the other side of the fence, you and I today, as Christians, how do we see these things? You might find that interesting, and if not, move along. We don't serve your kind here. But if you are interested in these things and you are aware that our Christian faith, it experiences stuff. And many of us come from a different background than Christianity. Some of us, we chose to do other things than follow a man named Jesus. And then we chose to follow Jesus. And now we have all sorts of different insights. We like to share those things. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, housekeeping stuff. Please consider doing that. Maybe there are others out there like you and I who find this kind of material interesting to tap into and find out. What does this crazy person have to say about Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine? Well, Pink Floyd, of course, is a strong influence on a great many of us. Not to everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't understand those people. I must admit, I can't understand people who do not like Pink Floyd. I don't know. Too square for me. These people. They're too square for me. I still love them. But for you and I, maybe we do have a song in there somewheres where we were like, yeah, that's a good Pink Floyd song. Well, I've been introduced to Pink Floyd, obviously, from my uncle. My uncle. He has since departed to this earth. I miss him greatly, and I love him. I really do. But while he walked on this earth, he was the magical wizard in the community, you see. And one day, we were about with magic potions. Oh, yes. Magical things had surrounded the air. And we were breathing these strange gems and charms of the breeze. And he said, hey, listen to this. No, we had to go for a drive. Yeah, he's like, let's go for a drive. Listen to this. And of course, he put on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album. And that was it. I was sold. I had entered a magical realm. Never to depart. Never to depart again. Well, I have departed, of course, and I've returned, though, in a different perspective. But I will always remember Pink Floyd. And for the longest time, Dark Side of the Moon was the only album I thought existed in the Pink Floyd realm. And I had learnt all of them, and we listened to them in our youth. Whether we be here, there, to and fro, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon remained with us. Oh, man. I bet you this sounds a whole lot better. I bet you were hearing me differently than how you hear me now. I forgot to put this microphone on. See, that's a product of the many things we experienced in our path that gave us a bit of damage up there, and I forgot to look where I needed to look in order to activate this microphone and not have the computer microphone, and the computer microphone is not as potent as this microphone here that you're listening to now. So, but you did hear me, though. I think you did hear the audible to this point, so we're safe. Yeah, so Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon for the longest time is what I believed was the only Pink Floyd album. But then, lo and behold, there was such a thing as Pink Floyd The Wall. And the brick in the wall, and another brick in the wall. And then, of course, those other albums crept in. And then it was Animals. And then it was Wish You Were Here, I believe. And then it was Echoes, was it? Or Prism? I forget. And then I found out I really like a whole bunch of Pink Floyd material. They've got some really cool albums out there. And they are still good to me. I still enjoy listening to them, void of all the drugs and alcohol and sex and all that kind of past life hedonism stuff. I still enjoy it very, very much today. Yeah, they do bring me in the canals of memory, but I'm old enough now to control all of those things and be like, oh, yeah, I remember when I was young and dumb doing all those things. I was experiencing things. You know, Jimi Hendrix, have you ever been experienced? Well, I have. You don't want to go there. You don't want to do those things. Pink Floyd, The Machine. Welcome to The Machine. We want to look into those things. How you doing? Let us know how you're doing out there. You doing okay? Have you listened to Pink Floyd? Are you a Pink Floyd fan? If you're not, I don't know about you. I mean, we may not be in fellowship, but anyways, if you are a Pink Floyd fan, or not even a fan, is there a song you've heard? You probably heard the all too common song from Pink Floyd. We used to play it in the band I used to play in too. Wish You Were Here, right? We're just two. We're just two fishes swimming in a fishbowl year after year. Is that how it goes? We used to play it in the band. Yeah. I enjoy it greatly. It's still very good. But there are so many other songs. And Welcome to the Machine is one of them. Okay, so here's the foundation to the song, Welcome to the Machine by Pink Floyd. It had to do with the music industry and how it was a web of greed that would devour these artists and say, you do not have the freedom of thought. You've lost your independence. You will do what we tell you to do, for this is a business to make money. And so when you signed that contract, you sold your soul to us here. You know, I see the big cigar and the gold teeth. You know, no, you do not have freedom of thought. Let go of your dreams. Let go of your own artistic endeavors. You now do what we tell you to do to make money. You know, and so that's what it's all about. And that's why they wrote it. Now, the principle behind Welcome to the Machine can apply to every facet. Corrupt governing entities and powers and oppressions. Yeah, the machine. We're currently in the machine, aren't we? Every single human thing we can do on this, well, okay, not every single thing. Almost everything we have to, that we do in public life must come with the approval of the machine or the denial of the machine. And we have to pay the machine so you can see it. It applies everywhere. You can make it apply everywhere. Religious corruption. Misinformation, religious misinformation, erroneous doctrines, teachings, shrines, traditions, the machine, social media, the machine, cable news outlets, the machine, you know, so you can apply it to every, you know, facet of life. Anyways, but in the context of why they wrote this was in regards to the music industry, the music business. Now, within the music business, there are these authentic, genuine gems of the art, which see the talent and say, hey, man, we just want you to do what you do, because what you do is awesome. We just want to help you distribute your art out there or whatever. You know, those kinds are the kinds that permit true art and poetry and idea to flourish and to be distributed. But they are far and few in between. Most of them are just these greedy power tyrants who are just like, do what we tell you to do. Do it the way we want you to do. Use these words. Sing it this way. Use these notes. Do it this way. Yeah, well, then you're just like, then I'm no longer an artist. I'm a slave to the greedy enterprise. So Welcome to the Machine is the idea. Here you are this young boy, young girl. You're filled with ambition and passion, and you have talent. You can write, you can sing, you can play musical instruments, and you want to create, and you have this joy, and you want to share that joy. And so you think you've made it big because you go through this path in life. You think this is it, man. I want to become a music star. I want to share my music with everyone. And you sign on that. You sign on that line there, and that's it. The music industry has you. Which is why most now, I mean, with today's with today's technology, social media and everything, you don't even need to sign to anyone these days at all. You just make a video, share with everyone, and it becomes viral, and you're a star. So, these big music industry people and stuff, you don't even need them today. But there was a time where you had to put the work in too, which, again, you lose stuff, you gain stuff, but when you gain stuff, you lose stuff that's valuable. You may lose stuff that's not valuable, but you lose stuff that is valuable as as an artist, musical artist. There was some gems of truth when you had to hit the road and truly share your music out there instead of just turning on your phone and hitting live and then performing and then having a viral video. And that's it. From morning to night, you are a star. So, yeah, that's what it was about. I'm going to put the lyrics up on the screen here. And thanks to everyone out there viewing. Please, again, consider subscribing, liking, hitting the notification bell, all those things that engage with the material. Let me put it up on the screen here. The lyrics to Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine. I think this was 1975. You may have to check that out. Fact check me on that one. Matter of fact, go to Songfacts if you want to get some accuracy there. But I think it's 1975 with the album with this song on and everything. Let me put it up on the screen here. Bang. There we go. Welcome to the Machine. Welcome to the Machine. The lyrics start and they say, "Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? We've been waiting for you. We've created this juggernaut of greed that's going to peddle just this filth out there, created in our own image to generate money." And Pink Floyd's like, well, that's not what we signed up for. We're a true and genuine artist. We have an independent mind to create. And what we create, we want to share. We don't want to be told how to sing or what words to sing and what musical notes need to go here, there, and there. I mean, we don't mind suggestions or input. Like you may have a suggestion, say, hey, just a thought. It's your thing, man. It's your creation. You have the lead. You are in charge. You're just sharing a thought. Maybe if you put this here instrument at this here location, what do you think? Well, no, these here, of course, power-hungry, greedy forces are like, no, I'm going to tell you what to do. We've been waiting for you. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. This could apply so easily also to socio-political affairs, political corruption, government, politicians, policies. Welcome, my son. Yeah. It's like the Emperor over there in Star Wars. The Sith Lord. Grand Sidious III. Welcome, my son. Welcome. We've been waiting for you. It's all right. We know where you've been. We've been keeping an eye on you. Been following your career. We're here to snatch you and devour you. Make millions and millions of dollars. Throw you a hot dog. And say, there, you had food today. Slave, go back in your cage. It's the whole Pinocchio thing, if you want to know the whole thing. It's the Pinocchio theme, right? Pinocchio, he's young and naive, and he's got talent. And he's out there in the world. And here comes this individual, this burly brute of sorts. He sees the vulnerability and the naivety, the simple mind of Pinocchio. And he's like, oh, we'll bring him on to the circus. Oh, yes, you'll be famous. It'll be fun. And this big tyrant, this music industry giant, greedy power. He has his little minions that run around to recruit, don't they? Oh, come with us. You'll be famous with us. And of course, Pinocchio, he says, okay. He thinks everything's peachy and he embarks into this journey. And next thing you know, he's in a cage. Be quiet, you slave. Do as you're told, And he don't get the money. No way. He's thrown like, pebbles. Pebbles thrown. Well, that's what's going on here with Pink Floyd's Welcome to the Machine. Here we are, young students of the artistic mind, We love to create. We hold our instruments and we're like, we can create things. When I'm happy, I can create happy things. When I'm sad, I create sad things. When I'm angry, I write angry things. I can create emotion and I can influence emotion and I can have an ocean of engagement with this very, how should I say, product of my mind and creation. And of course, the powers that be, the greedy influencers, we've been watching you. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Where have you been? It's all right. It's all right. We know where you've been. You've been in the pipeline, filing in time, provided with toys, and scouting for boys. You bought a guitar to punish your ma. You didn't like school. And you know you're nobody's fool. This is so relatable to at least my experience in life, you know. Although it didn't annoy Mom, my parents bought me a guitar for Christmas when I was 11 years old. I've been playing ever since. But yeah, I can the idea, of course, is like, I don't like school. I like music. I don't like this whole schooling thing. I want to be free of thought. I want to do what I want to do, and I love music. And I can express music. I can influence with music. It's my own mind. I can write things, and I can practice things, and it's my creation, right? Now, we've been watching you. We know. We've been paying attention. So welcome to the machine. See, now you've grown up into this art, this creation of music. And we've been paying attention to you. We know what you've been going through. We understand you. Sign here. We'll make you famous. We'll take your music and bring it to every nation. You'll have all sorts of money. You can buy what you want. You can buy all the guitars you want to buy. You can create all the studios you want to create. Yes. And of course, these young kids, man, I just want to do the music I love doing, man. That's it. That's right. Yes. Sign here. And you do. Welcome to the machine. You know, they snatch that paper away. It instantaneously convulses. The horns start to grow. The pitchfork. Yeah. Welcome to the machine. Oh, man. So it says, welcome, my son. Welcome, my son. Again, it's like the emperor, right? Talking to Anakin, you know. Turn to the dark side. If you do, we'll give you the key to life. No one will die. No, your sweet love, Padme, she'll never die if you turn to the dark side. The power of the dark side will extinguish any threat of death. It's a lie. The dark side is death. Sign on to the dotted line. You know, that's the same. You know, you can, again, it's such an easy, here it is on a silver plate kind of stuff, but it's the same thing with sin, lawlessness, right? It presents itself so charmingly. Oh, yes, sin is adventurous. Lawlessness is adventurous. Yeah. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, fame. Are these the things you seek? You know, for the heathen mind, the pay for those of us who are like worldly, you're like, yeah, that's what we want. Remember how we wanted those things? Yes. For others, it's religion, religious drunkenness. Oh, yes. Become a member of this here denominational thought. To be part of this here world. Oh, yes. We'll give you all the religious emotions you seek. Yeah. Then you subscribe to that, and you're now a slave to all sorts of erroneous doctrines and teachings. You even cling to it in loyalty. You pass it on generation after generation. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. It applies everywhere, as I tell you, across the board. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. What did you dream? It's all right. No, you don't need to tell us. We told you what to dream. It's all right. We told you what to dream. We're going to tell you how to talk, how to think. You don't have to take it. You don't have. Oh, it's a burden, you see. It's a burden if you start thinking for yourself. Politically, religiously, musically. That's what we've done. We've gone down the oubliette. We've allowed ourselves to spiral into the deepest fungi of darkness. Yes, tell us what to do and how to think. Yes, tell us. It's an easier way of life. Folks do that all the time. They do it all the time in every department and every facet of life. The government loves us and cares for us, and they are doing everything they can to make sure we can live a very healthy life. Yes, my son, that is it. All these religious, erroneous organizations. Yes, I don't have to think for myself. I don't have to read the Bible for myself. I just need to follow the pastor, the priest, the reverend, the Pope, mom and dad, the neighbor, the coworker, friends, family. I don't need to think for myself. I just have to follow what they think. And in turn, they do the same things. Who are we ultimately following? Well, the idea, of course, in this here context of the song was the music industry. It doesn't matter what you think. You don't need to think. Just do what we tell you to do, and we'll make all kinds of money. And we'll throw you a bone there. You dreamed of a big star. Huh? He played a mean guitar. He always ate in the steak bar. He loved to drive in his Jaguar. So, welcome to the machine. Welcome to the machine. You wanted all these things, but you gave up your soul for it. Yes, and now we tell you how to think and what to think. I mean, that's where we're at. No, really. In today's, look at the industry, the entertainment industry. Movies, music, sports, gaming. Oh, if you cannot think for yourself. If not, you'll be canceled. Huh? You're not allowed to think for yourself. Welcome, son. Welcome to the machine. Oh, and there is a dire consequence to all who dare entertain the thought of unplugging from the matrix, the machine. You're threatened. If you do that, we will shun you and will destroy your life. How dare you oppose the machine? How dare you? How dare you even entertain the thought of opposing the machine? Creating dissent? No. We will freeze your bank accounts. We will shadow ban and permanently deplatform. We will demonize and slander you. You will no longer be permitted to leave your house, your state, your country. You won't have any employment anymore. No. Welcome to the machine. That hostile threat is a reality in all facets of life. Really, it is. And if we as Christians can identify it and discern, then we will be able to be that much more productive as legal citizens of his kingdom. I am, of course, being animated. I'm permitting my personality in its colorful manner to be displayed, a bit of humor. But yet the core value of these points remains intact. In the world, you see things you want, and you are willing to give up your own soul to receive them. But they are never as they are being sold. Yeah, we'll give you fame and fortune. You'll be a celebrity. You'll be able to create your art and share it with the world. Movies, music, sport, gaming. Yeah. Just sign here. And you sign there, and now you belong to them. No, you can't think for yourself now. It's the same with spiritual perspective, in the spiritual realm of religion. You have 99 religions that are wrong, masquerading themselves as the right religion to follow. And so they tell you, oh, yes, you'll have all the religious sensationalism and emotion you want in this here branch of religion. and you subscribe to it, and you find yourself deceived in a web and loyalty. You've given your mind over to an organization that is not friendly to the truth and core of Christianity, of the Christ. The ocean of denominationalism out there, or even outside the realm of things that claim Christian principle or morality, you fall into, of course, all various other departments of religious view, Islam or Islamic, Buddhism, Hinduism, and all various other isms, atheism, whatever, whichever branch. And we find ourselves truly invested in those things. And at times we're like, well, can we not remove ourselves from the machine? Yes, you can. Oh, it comes with sacrifice. It comes with withdrawal of these sources, if you will. And there is consequence, positive and negative. But ultimately, one has to do that in order to seek the truth. We don't want to be caught in the machine. We don't want to do that. I was caught in the machine for a long time. Many of us were, weren't we? The machine is not what it portrays itself a certain way. But once you're in there, man, there's not really any answers or true depth or substance or value in this way of life. Whether it be, again, within the canals of corruption in socio-political affairs, corruption within religious traditions and churches and beliefs that are just erroneous to the truth, or the industry of entertainment, movies and music and sports and all that. As Christians, we are called to be different. We convert out of those things. And there is hope when you are called out of the machine. Really. Once you've been called out of the machine, it's a painful removal, because there's so many things, right? There's so many things that change. When you are removed from the machine, there are so many things that change. It takes years to heal, many scars, many memories, but it's well worth it. To know the Christ, who he truly is according to the image of the Scripture, the peace, the compassion, the comfort, the guidance, the forgiveness, the love of his healthy assembly far exceeds anything the machine can deliver. The machine delivers an image, if you will. And that image, though it is quite charming and alluring, and it seems like something so adventurous, like this journey I must take, and the pleasures of sin are certainly available initially when you enter into this machine. But soon afterwards, the years pass by, and it's no longer as shiny as it portrayed itself. You're a slave now in a cage, fallen prey, devoured to the destruction of a lawless way of life. And there are deep consequences to that. And they sear the mind. They stay in there. You were young, you were innocent. You were free of thought. You were independent. And you fell prey with your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses to, well, do what the world does. And now you've been devoured in this machine. This oppressing tyranny. And you're tired of living in sin. You're tired of it. It's a burden. Depression, discouragement, chaos. There doesn't seem to be any good anymore. Everything always seems to be going bad. I know what that feels like. It's the machine. You have to unplug. And I've tried every facet in life. None held weight as the Christ. Learning who Jesus really is. not from the machine. The machine is not going to teach you. All these religious denominational organizations, all these various religious pathogens, again, from Islamic to Buddhism, Hinduism. And again, there are tenets within all of those facets that are decent. You will find sprinkles of truth and decency within all facets of religious rite, but they're not pointed to the accuracy of a man named Jesus. For that, we must go to the text. We must go to the source location of its inspired writ. Go to the Gospel of Matthew. Turn off all distractions and begin to read. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read. And what you don't understand today, with time, with a humble and open heart, you will begin to understand. You can tap into some of us as an expediency to your education. We will share with you our studies. My wisdom is quite minimal, and I have not had a great deal of experience, but I have been reading the scriptures and following this man named Jesus since 2011, June 26 to be accurate, 2011. It's not a long time, but it is still some time, and I do have things to share with you if you seek. We have to do that. Unplug from the machine, right? The political corrupt machine, the religious corruption machine, and the industry corruption machine. It's very difficult to find any kind of entertainment today that is decent, that is friendly to core Christian values of family and good against evil kind of stuff, It's difficult to find it today. But there is still out there, and there are a great many of us who are fighting for those things, yet still. There's a war going on, no doubt, a spiritual war. All right, well, anyways, that finishes off The Machine from Pink Floyd. Again, they wrote that in response to the industry taking over their rights to create. Basically, write what we tell you to write, sing it the way we tell you to sing it, play it the way we want you to play it. We want to make money off of you. And Pink Floyd was like, oh yeah, let's write a song about that. And they did. And again, the song has a morbid tone to it. At times, it truly brings you through a musical journey, an audible journey of sorts. And I still enjoy it greatly today. All these songs. I never get bored of them. There's songs after a while like, oh, like I can't hear what's his name. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna and I can't stand that song. Like songs like that. I can't stand that music. When they play on the radio, I turn the channel. To me, that's the product of these greedy powers that say, just do what we tell you to do and we'll make $1 million. It's not music to me. It's just noise. But when you were talking about artists like Pink Floyd, yeah, we're a bit deeper than being Rick-rolled. Hey, guys, consider subscribing, liking, sharing, hit the notification bell, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Check the itinerary. We go live from Monday to Friday. Each day has a theme. There might be something in there you like. Please consider checking that out. I'd appreciate that. And I think that's about it. Lord willing, tomorrow we're going to continue our midweek studies in the book of Exodus. That's been quite a journey. It's been pretty awesome to see the witnessed and recorded accounts of that day and age, the age of Moses and the coming liberation for the Hebrew people, all that stuff. Tomorrow, Lord willing, 10 a.m. Atlantic Daylight Time. We'll go live for that one. From there on forth, stay focused, stay positive, and we'll see each other next time. Peace out.